You are probably pumping less breast milk than you can. Pumping is taking longer than it needs to. You might be causing nipple trauma or even permanent nipple stretching because you haven't figured out this one thing.
As a lactation counselor, it is incredibly frustrating to see that this shop only sold a 27mm flange.
Our flange size is meant to be the same size as our nipple. So unless your nipple, and when I say nipple, I mean just the nipple. I'm not talking about the areola around your nipple. So unless your nipple and your nipple alone is the size of Canadian loonie, for example, and if you're not familiar with a loonie, then see battery. Unless your nipple is this size, then you have no business using a 27mm flange. And the same thing goes with the 24mm flange that comes standard with every breast pump. Your nipple and your nipple alone is meant to be this size, and if it's not, then this flange is not right for you. I found this ruler on Amazon for around $5, but you can use any ruler that has millimeter measurements. So you can see here, this breast is in a 24mm. You can see so much of the areola entering the flange tunnel, which would render this pump session ineffective. To measure your nipple, you're going to place your nipple on the ruler, and you're measuring just the base. So we can see here it's around 12mm. It's a great fit. Now, if this person prefers a little bit of wiggle room, that's okay, but I would only add around 1 to 2mm of wiggle room. So somewhere between a 12 and 14mm flange would be great for this person. Have you heard the advice that the nipple should not touch the sides of the flange and should be moving freely? This is not accurate because nipples are stretchy. Have you heard the term elastic nipples? This is because some of us have more elasticity than others. So for some people, their nipple will swell to fill the whole flange. So if they size up to a 30mm, they'll fill that. If they size up to a 36, their nipple will swell to fill that flange too. And this is when we see that permanent nipple stretching. Your options are to purchase little inserts to go into your current flange to make it smaller, or even better, just get the right size flange. That way you have less pieces and less chance of chafing, let's just say, on the edge of that little insert. So these little flanges have exactly the same base, so it works with your current breast pump, but the size is much more realistic, and I will link these below. Just a little bonus tip, one thing you can try is to place a bit of coconut oil or nipple balm inside of the flange tunnel to lubricate and make pumping more comfortable.
It's so important we're using a flange that does not cause any discomfort or pain or pinching, while it's also as close to our nipple size as possible. This way we can maximize our breast milk output, shorten that time spent pumping, and completely eliminate nipple trauma. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe. That way you see the next video that comes out. And then also, on behalf of your family, thank you. I know, it's a thankless job, but I see you and I admire your hard work and dedication, and you're doing so much better than you realize. I am so proud of you.